Every content creator needs these simple tools almost no one talks about. Hi there, and glad you're here. I'm Shannon, and here on Mind Your Own Bee's Knees, we're keeping this video journal about starting and growing an online business from scratch, and in the process, sharing with you things that you may also find valuable for minding your own bee's knees too. The buzz for today is journals, notebooks, planners, and one more that we'll get to toward the end of the video. Oh, of course, and you also need a pen. You don't need to wait until the end of the video for that, but at the very least, you'll need a pen or a pencil or colored pencils or markers, whatever you like. But here's the important part, and maybe this is why it's maybe so simple, almost no one talks about it. It's got to be something that you actually like, something to focus on that makes it a little bit more special when we're talking about journals, notebooks, and planners. A little more special than just your random pieces of paper and pen. So let's talk about why this matters and why it's my strong recommendation for anyone creating content, starting a new project, a new online business, or even growing their existing business with some kind of new project. You got to get your journal, notebook, and planner game together first, because first things are first, right? Now, I know things like digital notebooks, planners, and those types of things are becoming more and more popular, even those that you can put on your phone. But I'm going to share with you here the reasons why I keep it old school and probably always will by using paper journals, notebooks, and planners. If you're into a little ASMR, you're even going to hear my paper turning from time to time because I still script out all the videos that I create on paper first. So first things first then. Choose the type of journal, notebooks, and planners that you like and actually get them. There's tons of options out there, so it can be a little overwhelming. And for some people, it's this overwhelm that causes them to skip this step completely or just not even think that it's important. Because it seems like such a small little thing to just skip this altogether, but it's really not. Here's why. If you're serious about researching something and learning about it, you're going to end up needing to take some notes. It's inevitable. And probably a lot of notes. And it's all too often what ends up happening is you go look for whatever piece of paper you have lying around somewhere to write something down you found valuable. And even if you don't go that far, maybe you just tell yourself, oh, I'll just save the video, right? And I'll reference it in my phone later. And then you lose that random piece of paper and you forget all about that video you saved. You end up at the end with no valuable action being taken because you didn't value it enough to plan for it in the first place properly. Now, second, there's something just about writing things down on physical paper with the pen in your hand that makes it stick in your mind better. It puts it on your mental to-do list to complete in a much stickier way than typing something out or just clicking a button to save. At least, that's what I found. And you add an additional layer of that sweet stickiness when you have actually planned for and designated a special place where you write it down and keep it organized. Now, for me personally, the practice of keeping a journal, which I've done in various different ways, right? And I'm doing this with the video journal right here on this channel. I've done various ways of journaling pretty consistently, and it really did save my life. So I'm a huge supporter of the practice of journaling overall, and we can get into that in future videos. But I found that the simple act of choosing the journals, notebooks, and a planner that are special to you in some way. In other words, something that you really do like, and things that you're choosing specifically for the purpose that you're using it for. That helps you even stay more mentally organized and have more mental clarity. But here's the really important part. It helps keep you accountable to yourself. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do this video journal alongside with the website and the other YouTube channel that we're doing. This is also a way for me to keep myself accountable and on track going forward, right? To keep progressing if I know that there is a point where I have to say, okay, it's time for me to make another, in this case, video journal entry, but it's time for me to make another step toward my goal. So before you go and check out some of the links that are down in the description, just to get some ideas about the different kinds of journals, notebooks, and planners that there are out here, some of them are specifically made with folks like you in mind. that you may not have thought of before, and they may just be perfect for you to try and see what you like. Now, in full transparency, let me tell you that should you choose to end up purchasing any of the journals, notebooks, or planners through the links that I provide, I will earn a small commission. Though it costs you nothing more, this is just one small way to support independent content creators like us, and for that we thank you. So we're going to look more into the topic of journal and planner ideas specifically in future videos, but choosing one for yourself, that's the first thing to do. And like I said, you can find some examples down in the links in the description, but I want you to know that some of the examples, if you're a more visual person, and for example, you tend to sketch your ideas more than you do write them, like a lot of video creators do, right? Something like a storyboard journal might be a better fit for you, and something that you may not have thought of before, but it might open up the creativity for you in a different way than just, your typical lined notebook that people are most familiar with. Something you also definitely want to check out in those links, especially for those that have stayed here till the end, and if you're an affiliate marketer specifically, or you have any plans to add affiliate marketing to your own Bees Knees plans, you're going to be thanking me later for this idea, and you probably don't even know it yet. You're going to need a notebook specifically to write down all of your different passwords and affiliate information. Now, don't blow this one off and think, nah, I'll just store it all on my computer or my phone. I won't need it. Because let me just ask you, am I the only one who has had technology totally go on the fritz on them? And am I the only one who's ever dropped their phone in the toilet? Save yourself the stress. You're going to thank me later. Just check out the links in the description and get your journal, notebook, planner, and your password book game together. Just write it down, and you're going to thank me later. Until next time, mind your own bee's knees and be well.